What's going on, everybody? We're here to talk about Darth Maul and the new series on Disney Plus, the new animated thing, talking about obviously Darth Maul. Guy already got the first few episodes. What they're doing is releasing 2 episodes at a time, so we'll be doing the next 2 episodes for this week. So far, I've enjoyed the show. For an animated show based on Disney Plus, I'd put it around a 7. Enjoying it. It's not the greatest thing in the world. Of course, it's got its little things that is annoying here and there, but overall, as far as a show, it's been kind of fun to watch. Um, but they come back for I think this would be episode 5 and 6. They come back in, and we had the Empire show up at the very last episode that I covered, and here we obviously have the Empire coming down for the landing and telling people what's what. I did like, at least when they first showed the Empire so far, that they actually made the Empire imposing. I think, especially in some of this newer stuff, it seems like the Empire is just like a joke, like not really super good. And that's part of this show that and some of these shows they've released and some of even the movies. It's like, to make the movie interesting, you have to have, like, your big bad's got to be the big bad. Like, they have to have some intelligence. They have to be smart in some ways. They have to be imposing. And I did think that they did make the Empire look imposing here at the very beginning of these episodes. The Lieutenant Blake, he even comes in, like the guy that they have that's leading the Empire here. And this, he seems very nonchalant, coming in there to get jobs done, which I found, all right, pretty cool little character if they keep it going along those lines. Because sometimes, a lot of times, you'll get inconsistency. Oh, they first show up and they look like a badass and they look like it's going to be something great, but then it turns out, oh, bro, it's a big flopper because now they're super soft and like get their ass kicked so easily. And it's like, that stuff gets old over time. You got Maul still hiding out. The Empire's there, but he's not really wanting to leave. You kind of get the feeling that maybe he's not wanting to leave because he's wanting to talk to the young Padawan, the Jedi that's with the older Jedi, like the lizard guy, throughout the series. So you get the fact that he's maybe putting things in jeopardy, which maybe he shouldn't have, but you know how Maul didn't make a crap ton of the right decisions whenever he was doing this thing back in the day anyway. So it's whatever, could be consistent to the character. But yeah, he doesn't leave. He's kind of hanging around. You kind of get the feeling, oh yeah, he's trying to get that. He's so hard up right now, I guess, for like a Padawan or somebody that he can have that kind of goes around with him and stuff, that he's maybe sacrificing everything. The local cops are being interrogated because obviously they were supposed to tell, hey, big dog, we Empire, we got like some guy running around here with a dark saber, not with a dark saber, but with the dark side saber, the red lightsaber, going off killing folks and murking them. And so the Empire comes in and they start with the police department. It's like, nah, we're going to be talking to you and everything else. And that was, to me, kind of like a smart move. You find out where some information's going, maybe what you could do with this and that. Then we got to see one of the interrogators and everything. And now the lady that was in charge of this like cop, detective spot, or whatever you want to call them, police force, she was taken in first, and then they came out and said she's been reassigned. So I don't know if that means she's dead or if she actually got reassigned. I think it would be pretty cool, even though it's a cartoon. You don't have to show it or anything. Just leave it implied that she got killed, right? Like, you ain't going to give information. We're just going to kill you. Then they sent in one of the kids' fathers that are involved in the show, like one of the lead detectives or whatnot that works with Two Boots. I never can remember his name, but they bring him in there for interrogation. We get to see the interrogator look pretty cool. At first, I wasn't like, oh, this is going to be an Inquisitor. I didn't know at first, but I was like, man, this interrogator design looks pretty cool. But soon enough, we found out it's an actual Inquisitor that is sent in to do the interrogations, and it does fall in line with, if you ain't going to give them the information, we're going to kill you kind of situation. Like I said, I hope they don't pull back on that. I hope that's actually pretty cool. You don't have to do a lot, even though technically you could say it's for like kids. We shouldn't have some of that in there. Nah, bruh. It's fine. We can have that in there. You don't have to show her like getting killed or anything. You can just imply it. That's fine. Most little kids won't recognize what you're doing. The Then we get the dad. He gets interrogated. He comes home. He finds out his son's like he's harboring fugitives. He's got the two Jedi's are there, the Twi'lek and the lizard guy, the older lizard guy. Dad doesn't want to help him at first because he's like putting his son in danger, which is true. And that was kind of a questionable thing here. If you want to say like beat up on the writing a little bit here, is how do you have two Jedi's that's going to show up at some dude's house that they know is going to cause him super big problems? Like he's got a family. Um, I don't know 100% like Jedi's that would do that, even if they're trying to save their own asses. Like why they would do that. So that is something kind of inconsistent that I would consider like, oh well, if you're a good Jedi or whatnot, you're probably not going to put other people in danger without knowing that it's okay first. But anyway, he does harbor those. They get into the discussion. They find a way. So the dad's got a spot. Um, he's like, hey, I want to trying to help him out. So he takes him to the one place he's already been to in the show. That is the uh, almost said jukebox, but it's the I don't go to them slot machines. It's a freaking basically like a bar um, for all the scum and villainy to hang out with. That they do bets or whatever, I guess, for money. And he goes in there and tries to get help there. That doesn't work out very well. The Inquisitor shows up and kind of being a badass, like and they let the father leave like that. I think it was because he kind of knew, because Inquisitors have the Force power, so maybe they can use some of their Force powers to like kind of see inside his mind and see that he had already met with the Jedi's. So like he's like, I'll just let him go. We follow him around, boom, boom, boom. They obviously bump into the Jedi's, and they have fights. They get off of that. Uh, then there was like a little bit of an eye rolling scene where we have Two Boots was told to take off his boots because it didn't fit protocol, and you kind of had the Two Boots like looking a certain way they can do with the animation with the robot, and it's like, brah, this is going to be the thing that makes him like against the Empire after he's been for the Empire this entire show so far. That's kind of eye rolly. That's another thing that you can say. Um, then the the other part towards the end, and this is covering both episodes. So this is towards the end of the second episode. Actually, the end of the second episode. You got a full blown Inquisitor. He's got his hands full with this like young Jedi, and it's like, bro, this is kind of silly. Like now they don't let the young Twi'lek, like actually beat the Inquisitor. Just kind of hold their own. But I still think that's even kind of silly. You should have had some like other ways for the Inquisitor to kind of like, maybe it takes a little longer to get to the situation to catch up to him, or somehow maybe they not really outsmart him, but they do something that makes it like a little bit longer for him to be able to cover the ground to get there, because Maul does eventually show up. And when Maul shows up, okay, cool, I get Maul like whooping an Inquisitor's butt, but I just don't get how a young Jedi would be able to like go up against a full blown trained, obviously uh, decent Inquisitor. You'd have to be like super talented, but not. I wouldn't say that young. The older guy, like the lizard Jedi, like I could completely understand that. He's had training for years and all this other stuff. But that was kind of eye rolly, but I get it. It's a cartoon. And I'm not going to sit here and just like let everything uh, go just because it's a cartoon. I am like, obviously, I just said like a couple of things I didn't like in these two episodes. But overall, they are fun to watch. They do bring entertainment. They got some action, and it's not like super dumb. A couple of dumb eye rolly things that happen here and there, but it's not like that across the board. Um, I think like I said in one of my other reviews, this particular writing for this cartoon is better than the Acolyte, for instance, which was hot garbage. But in this, it's done a little bit better. One or two little annoying things that happens here and there I can deal with, and I hope you guys can too. I hope like a little bit of word of mouth gets out and the show gets seen by a little bit. I don't think it's being like watched by a crap ton of people. Hopefully that changes, because I do think it's good enough for that, especially if you have like kids with you. It's definitely good to, because you can have a little bit of fun with it yourself and it's not too dumbed down, and the kids can have fun as well. And so far the characters aren't like super bad. I don't hate any of the characters. The only problems I've had, the artwork is good too. The only problems I have is what I just said earlier, with a couple of like writing things and plot things where it's like, oh, bro, okay, I don't think that would happen, but it is what it is. It's not bad enough for me to like change the channel or turn off the show and not give it a chance. With that being said, guys, until next time, next week, whenever we cover the Maul series and keep doing it until May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you. Keep it up, man, and peace.